Congressman Brown just reminded me of my most important responsibility was to introduce him after I got through speaking. Which is typical. In Washington, Congressman Brown will say what needs to be said. He is the workhorse of the delegation, and he makes Charleston proud. Both when he worked in the State House, he did so much for our state, and now in Washington, I'm honored to be a part of his delegation. Congressman Henry Brown.
Thank you, Jim, and it's absolutely just a great privilege of mine to be with you all today and to look out and see so many workers that's already engaged in making Boeing even better than it is now. When Jim McNerney came to my office, I guess a couple or so weeks ago before the announcement, we talked about Charleston, what was right with Charleston, what was right with the Low Country. And we talked about all the issues that we faced, about the good quality of life, the cheap housing, and the great expertise that we have through the tech system. And as he called back, I guess the day of the announcement to tell me that the Boeing was actually coming here, he said, "What's the name of that lady that actually runs the tech system?" And I said, "Mary Thornley." So I guess if nothing else resonated, Mary, it was the fact that we've got good workers and we got good trained workers. In fact, that same night, I got a call from Seattle. One of the reporters called, and you know, no offense to the reporters that are here, but they like to trick you. They like to be able to play on the negative side of the process. And so he was trying to debate with me why Boeing would come here instead of stay in Seattle. He said, "Well, how about the workforce?" And I said, "Let me tell you, we've got a true and tried workforce already." I said, "But we've got training available to be able to make those workers even better." And let me tell you, there wasn't no accident they came. They weren't taking a chance. They already knew that over 3,000 workers here today, a testimony that we've got a great workforce. So that was not debatable. And then we talked about other things. And I said, you know, the quality of life here in the Low Country is so good. And we talked a little bit, and you know us Southern guys, we asked those 5 basic questions about where you from and all that kind of stuff. And so he said that, you know, back when I was a young man, I actually spent some time at Fort Gordon, and so I recognize what you're telling me. I said, "Well, I got the best congressional district in all the country." And he said, "Yeah, I recognize you got Myrtle Beach and Charleston and all those places." And so he couldn't disagree with me. And so we talked on and on for a while, and finally I said, "You know, I've got the greatest congressional district in all the country." I said, "But with Boeing, it's even better." And it is. You know, I never saw any of the effects of that editorial. Never was written. Because I said, you know, we aren't competing with Seattle. We're complimenting. I said, we're glad to be a minority part of building the greatest plane in America. Fortunately, we have a company that is the #1 exporter in America. Isn't that good that we've got something we can sell other people instead of having to buy so much of the stuff that we use every day? So to all the people that had a part in making this happen, thank you. But more particularly, thank you, the employees, for already establishing a reputation that Boeing can count on and has counted on to even make this country even better. Thank you very much.